So we're going live, I guess, right? And we are live. So here we are, and it is Wednesday, August 10th. I get to be joined by sweet Arlene.
Good morning.
Because our Tammy's on holidays this week.
She has the week off, spend some time with her family.
So that's really nice, and we're glad for her.
Mm-hmm.
So, busy times, August.
It is.
So, your girls have the corn stand. How are corn sales going?
Going very well. And we have some watermelons too. So between the corn and the watermelons, they are picking often. So
well, I have to say I can attest to the Robinson corn because we've been eating it every night, except last night when I forgot to bring it home.
I seen it still in the fridge.
And I was like, Bill kind of looked at me, and I was like, "Oh, the corn." And he's like, "That's okay. We'll have something else." But I think we've had corn every night. But it's just so sweet and so good. And I know you're not a big tomato person, but we are. And the tomatoes, oh my gosh, it's the best time of year for so many different fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
So it's been really good, and we've had some rain, and I think that's helped everybody out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly has helped some of the gardens out. Who do we have out here this morning? There's Sandy Johnson and Joe Rainey. And there's Terry Lynn Ralph and Fanny. Fanny said that they're putting their house up for sale. I saw that on Facebook last night.
Linda and Star and Sharon, Kathy. Lots of people joining us.
And there's Elaine. So that's some of our Port Stanley ladies. Mm-hmm. And Karen. Oh, and there's Suzanne. That's Darlene's sister.
Oh, nice.
From Windsor. And Monica from Caledonia. Yeah, it's been good weather for traveling and people popping in and out of the shop.
Yeah, it's been nice.
So we have some door prizes.
We do.
So maybe you'd like to go through those.
Sure. The first thing is this Steady Betty. This is some tape to help grip your rulers. And then we also have this little notepad that says Quilt Happy. So
they're like little sticky notes, I think.
Yeah. And then we have 100 tips from award-winning quilters. Just a little tip book. Lots of little fun inspiration and ideas. And then we have 8 beautiful fat quarters. Just some very pretty florals. So yes, make a comment, say good morning to us, and we have our helper writing down your names.
There's Valerie from Niagara, and I saw Happy Day from Louise,
and
there was Pam Brown.
And if there's anything today on the show that you would like, you can email Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com or Tammy, Tami, at cherishedpieces.com.
And we'll still get the email, even though she's not here.
Yeah. All right.
So, what shall we do? What shall we show? Let's see. We had some different puzzles come in, and this one is from Georgia. Maybe I could say Georgia O'Keeffe collection. This is Sweet Pea, and it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. Now this one's $39 because it is design licensed.
Yeah, it's a beautiful box, beautiful artwork.
Anyway, so that's a beauty, and I just thought that we would pick up a couple that maybe weren't all quilty. We have some quilty ones too, and then this one by the same company is another 1,000-piece one, and this is Laurel Birch Cats, and this one is also $39, but it will be quite stunning too when it's done. So we have these two that we brought in.
And Christmas, it sneaks up on us, so these are great ideas to get a little head start.
I agree. Put a few things away. And
this one says Faith Ringgold, a sunflower quilting bee.
This looks like our G's Ben ladies almost, doesn't it? And this one is $23.
And then we have This one is a quilty one with the horse and buggy and the quilts all on the clothesline and the barns in the background. This one's $25.
Checking in on the competition. That just makes me smile.
That one is a beautiful puzzle. That is
And that's
fun.
a great title, too.
Yeah. And like I said, Christmas comes before we know it. So here's Santa's quilting workshop. Santa's on the sewing machine, making somebody's Christmas wish list come true. And that one is $25 also.
So those are kind of nice puzzles to puzzle away. And
Yeah.
it's a great gift and something just to have, you know, for a Saturday.
So we'll also show you these new little pocket calendars that came in. There's a couple designs. Little house, some flowers, and this blue and sunflower one. These are just great for your purse and keep all those important dates at your fingertips when you're making appointments and things like that. And they're $7.85 each. And these always go really quick. So I know you try to get them in early so people can get them for the new year.
And they're 2-year calendars, so that's one of the advantages with that.
Yeah.
Now, this is the 2023 That Patchwork Place calendar. Maybe we'll go a little closer for that and see if we can show this. So this is for next year, and it includes the patterns and the instructions for the quilts that are showing. And this calendar is $25.50, but as you can see, there's all kinds of pretty quilts, and you get the patterns for all 12 also. So we did bring these in, so we are ready. Yeah. It's always a sign of fall when you see the calendar start coming out. You know?
There's also these pretty little cards. I'll get a little closer for you. It says quilt care. Instructions: machine wash cold, delicate, lay flat, or tumble dry low. Snuggle often. So it's just a little note card if you're giving a quilt. It's got the instructions for the quilt on the front. You can do your personalized note inside. And these are $6. So just a fun little addition to a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have our grippy spray for rulers. It has come back in stock. We've been waiting a while for it.
It has been a while.
So this is the spray that you spray on the back of the rulers to help them so if they don't slide as much.
And this has been really great because sometimes we have older rulers that that we really like that have been around, but it was before they had all the different stuff on the back.
Yeah.
Or if something has worn off. It goes a long way, and it's what, $11 for
$11, yeah.
So quite popular and quite effective. Maybe we'll show this too because these sew line. You were saying you love this pen.
These are my favorite pens. So this is the pen that I use to mark if I'm doing half square triangles or just little lines of where to sew. You just write on it. You can see that pretty clear. And then when you're done marking, there's this other one, and you write over top of it, and the whole thing disappears. It just is gone. So for some of those white fabrics, when you're marking a half square triangle or anything like that, and you want the line to disappear, this is what you need. I even use it when you're marking center points for embroidery or that sort of thing. You can do a little X, and if the embroidery doesn't quite cover it up, you can erase your mark.
You could use it for your lines or something with your tape when you're doing lines for machine quilting maybe.
That's right, yeah.
Just lots of uses. Yeah. But it goes a fair, it lasts.
Oh, a long time. I've had mine for a couple of years now, and it's still going strong. And I use it often. And yeah, they're my favorite.
And the whole thing is to keep them together.
Yes, keep that set together.
That's always a trick in my world.
Yeah.
But I'm getting, I've been doing some reorganizing in my sewing room, and it's starting to pay off a little bit.
Nice.
So that's...
Yes, and these are $11, so they're very affordable, and I think you'll quite like them. I know I do.
And they do come as a set. There's two in the two are in the package together.
Yeah.
The marker and the eraser. Somebody just asked, "Who's the pen by?" It's by Sew Line.
Yeah, and you can see there's you don't see any of it, so yeah.
And finally, we have our Superior needles back in stock.
Oh, yes.
These were like gone for, we couldn't get them for like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And this is
These
the most
are
popular size.
The 80-12 Superior for top stitching, or I think a lot of people use them just for everyday sewing, the 80-12s. But they are back in stock.
And so this is like for like a 50 weight thread. So if you're sewing with Aurifil, but they're titanium coated, so they just last forever. So you're not having to change them as often as you would maybe a Schmetz needle.
Mm-hmm. And they are $9.50, so great price point also. And then we also have our 45 Havel blades back in stock. So these, and this is a 3-pack for $14. So again, these are great blades. This is what we use in our store for cutting when customers come in for their yardage. These are the blades we use. So
yeah, I mean, they're affordable, but Havels have been around for a long time, and they are very well known for their cutting tools, scissors and cutting. So they're nice and sharp. And I guess I just look at sometimes like you're getting 3 for the price of like 1 single on some of the other manufacturers.
That's right.
And because, you know, it doesn't matter what brand, should you nick it with a pin, it's done.
Yeah.
It's just done.
No, it doesn't matter what brand it is.
Doesn't matter what brand.
Yeah.
And it's not going to sharpen.
And we have one more little. This is from Kimberbell. This is a tape to help you with machine embroidery projects. So if you're doing in the hoop or that sort of thing and you need to tape it down, this is the tape you could use, and it's $7.50. So for any of those that like to do machine embroidery, this might help you.
Somebody was asking about those needles. Those were machine needles for our machines carry.
Yeah.
And this is a new tool, and it's one of our customers that asked us to bring this in, and it's an embroidery stitching tool. It sells for $16.50, but what they're doing, that it's just not needle punch, it is, or punch needle, it's that you can do embroidery with this tool, like in a hoop. So this is quite interesting. And it shows you very clearly on how it works. And I meant to bring in my AQS magazine. I got a new magazine in the mail last night, and they had an ad and a write-up on this tool in the magazine. So something that is new on the market and that is being promoted. So we have some in the store.
And they are $16.50.
Yeah. So for those who like embroidery. Maybe we'll talk about the quilt behind us. What do you think?
Sure. So this is a Christmas quilt that we've had last year, and we dug all our Christmas out, put it out on for display for all of you to see, and we realized we have one quilt kit left, and it is 60 by 75, and it is $130. It comes with all the pretty fabrics, the panel for the center, and of course the pattern. The binding. All you need to do is add batting and backing.
And we're going to take another sneeze. My goodness. $10 off our last kit.
Okay, so it is $120 now. So there's one left. Email or give us a call, and it could be yours. It's a beautiful, cozy little quilt.
I can take this down without taking a whole bunch of other stuff down with it. Sometimes that's a challenge.
All right.
Do you want to show some fabric?
Yeah, let's sew some fabric. Okay, we got this new line in called Thor.
And the panel you won't see till the very end because it's the last thing on the.
Oh, maybe I did it the wrong direction.
That's okay.
So we have these beautiful birds. This one's kind of got some trees, kind of the look of trees in it. And some more like trees. The blues on this I absolutely love. They're just so pretty. This one's just the blue with a little touch of greens.
Yeah, it kind of has that sky water feel, doesn't it?
And then here comes with the soar, the eagles. There's feathers. They're just so pretty.
It is just beautiful.
And then we have a darker blue to add some interest. And this one, you can see the eagles in this one. The birds, they're so pretty. The colors on this are just so lovely, and you wouldn't think to put all these blues with eagles, but somehow it works.
It does work. I'm just going to put a few of these like this.
And then we have this one, and I'm just pulling it out for you because it's one of those ombre ones. And it goes from light till dark, which I love using these when it comes to borders. You just add so much interest. But you can have a lot of fun with that because of all the different colors in there. So there's that one. Then we have these even brighter teal.
We thought this line was beautiful. We bought it all.
And then this one's the feather one again, just a little lighter than the other one. But they're just so pretty. And we got some more like marbling. And then we have this one. Again, it has more of an ombre look, but it's kind of the scene. It's not the panel, but it goes kind of like the mountains. Mountains and trees, and kind of gives you that. It's almost like you're standing at the bottom of the mountain looking up it, because up here is the sky with some birds.
Yeah, just
So,
you know, this could be used like even as a middle, like to treat it as a panel if you wanted.
Oh yeah, this is just so pretty.
Yeah, it's just.
And then we did bring in a wide back.
Now this is spectacular,
Let's move
ladies.
this out of the
And
way.
you know, Northcott is well known for their absolutely gorgeous.
I'm not even sure if you guys will be able to see the full effect of this on
Try
camera,
we're going to try to unwrap as much of this as we can.
but you can see it goes from light all the way down and then goes darker. So yeah, if you put that, like that's a whole quilt in itself. If you made a quilt and then this on the backing, you almost have two quilts in one, because you could reverse that quilt.
Yeah, so you can just see that it's just a stunning piece.
Mm-hmm. And the colors, and yeah, it's just got such richness to it.
It does.
So yes, this is the new line called Soar from Northcott.
How much is that one a yard?
This one is 26 for the wide back, and the 45 wide fabric was all 16. So yeah. All right.
Good call, little producer. She just was like, restart later. With something.
All right, we'll show a little bit more fabric. We'll switch gears a little bit to some more Halloween.
And look at this. I hate to tell you that, but I think that's eyeballs in there. And there's a bat. And
oh, that little, it almost looks like a perfume bottle, but it says vampire blood. So.
And with the spooky books.
And the rat, yeah, spiders. We know how much you love spiders.
I don't.
And more spiders, spider webs. That'd be a fun addition to anything fall. And then we also have just this black and white stripe that would make a fun binding for anything, but these colors definitely has the look that you could add it to Halloween.
Yeah, it could be a background, you know, with something applique on top.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so it could certainly be a square. It could be sashing. But these even cut on the diagonal are fabulous bindings.
Yeah, yep.
But I think you have some neutrals there too that maybe we could
do.
show.
I do.
I'll take these if you want to bring up those neutrals.
So we have these. These are $15 a yard. And they almost have that linen look. But they would just be nice for backgrounds or anything. So this one's like a gray. And this one's kind of a bluey gray. It almost has a little blue tinge to it.
So these are by Benartex, and we're hunting around because, like, Dublin has been discontinued, and we all like that texture, and so we're looking to see what we can find to help replace them.
This one's kind of a taupey beige. And then on the same. I think those two are the same. Yeah. So those would be fun, yeah, to give you that different texture for some of these quilts.
Because we need some different backgrounds, yeah, and it's just trying to find some that give us some interest and yet, and some depth without taking over.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to be dominant, because we want the blocks to be the stars. There's Rebecca Wallace. Good morning, Rebecca. And we have another pretty quilt behind us.
Okay.
I think we may have shown it before it was quilted.
Yes. So now it's quilted. Tammy made this one, and it is from the book called "'Tis the Season for Quilting," which we did get more copies of the book too.
And look, we put a flannel. Arlene picked a lovely flannel for the back, and you can see the pretty swirls that Louise quilted on this. I'm not sure if that shows up, but if you're in the store, you'll be able to tell.
We kind of thought the chimneys with the smoke coming out of chimneys, so that's the swirls that we were thinking.
So I thought I'm taking one of these as a surprise for our Nicole, because I know that she will love this.
Yeah.
And I picked the same flannel for the back to take down to her, because I think she will enjoy making that. And,
it's got a Christmas look to it, but I think it would last all winter. It's just a very cozy.
Yeah, I think,
quilt.
It's kind of all year.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that it's winter. It's just it's got the stars and
so
has that nice forest feel.
It is 58 by 68.5, and it is 115 for the kit. And the kit will include that book. So you're getting an entire book full of other patterns included in the kit.
Do you want to show some of the other patterns?
Sure. So this is the book.
And I think they usually, do they show a summary on the back?
Yeah. So there's some of the other patterns. So when you're getting the kit, those are all included. So, yeah.
I think there's 11 different projects in there. So it's a great book. And we have a big announcement here.
We've been waiting for this one.
So Lori Holt has come out with, these go with Prairie. Now, there are 6 patterns. And Miss Cynthia here, when I was ordering, I think I only saw like 5. So I've ordered pattern number 6. So I have brought in several different ones, but look how adorable these are. So this is just the pattern. And I mean the packaging, look at that. Look how cute. So it's like your seed packet. And so these patterns are $11.75. So inside is a great colored pattern. So it shows you how to make this.
Oh, step by step.
Yeah. And this block finishes at, I want to say 10 and a half by 20 and a half. So this is a very large block. And so you could make the same one multiple times with different colors, or, you could, get all 6 of the different patterns. Now what they're using is that each one uses a fat quarter for background and a 10-inch square. So perfect to pair with the Prairie layer cake. So you're going to have, it says right on the back here.
Right there, fat quarter, so that's your background, and then it lists the different colors for your 10-inch square. So by getting the layer cake, you have so many options. You could follow what she's done, or
make your own
do
colors.
Your own color scheme. A layer cake would get you a lot of flowers.
But I mean, those are nice big blocks, and I like what they're showing as. You could make it as a long runner, but I mean, you could just picture what a pretty quilt that would make.
Oh, a bench pillow. You could have so much fun with these. Even just a small one to hang on your front door. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun with these.
So they have arrived, and we were really looking forward to being able to share those with you today.
Yeah. Lori Holt always does a beautiful job with her packaging too, so it just adds to the charm.
It certainly does. And we have, let's see, what do we have behind us yet? I think we have some more.
Yeah. Okay.
Take this one down.
Oh, there's the panel. I should have waited with the fabric, but
no, that's okay. I think the timing was good. I think everybody will remember just how stunning that fabric is, and you know, it's so neat because we're seeing eagles around us all over
we
now.
see them out on my farm, just between Cortland and Delhi, and we see them, and they're just really neat. I love to just sit and watch them, and
yeah, they are quite beautiful. I love that they've come back and we're seeing them. And there's one that we see around town. He's hanging out at the golf course.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So, yeah, they're just a beautiful regal bird.
And the panel is 17.
Yeah. And then we have a little bit of fun here. This is an applique pattern, and I just used a background. Actually, I used a Lori Holt background from Prairie. I liked this one with a little bit of red. And this is pre-cut and pre-fused in the kit. So they're, pre-cut and pre-fused. Hallelujah. So you could put whatever borders that you would like to do on that. It's $58. And I think that would be fun. We had a sample before, and the girls were like, where'd the sample go? I was like, oh, I gave it to my favorite kennel. Because they were just so nice there. So I thought, you know, I would give it to them. So we had to make another one. But it's just fun, you know, that little bird and that dog. And
it's very cute. Yeah, it would make a fun gift for a kennel or any dog lovers that are out there. But you're music lovers, like hallelujah. It's just cute.
It is. And so I just did a blanket stitch around it. But, you know, you could do whatever stitch you chose to do.
But it's pre-cut and pre-fused, so that's all the fussy work is done. You just get to have fun.
Choose your background as to whatever you'd like that will match.
Yeah. And so those are 58.
Okay. We have show and tell.
We do have show and tell.
This is Angelique, and this is a rag quilt with homespuns. It is so darn cute. I wish we could zoom in, but she's got those little snowmen in there, and she just has to wash it for it to become fluffier.
Yeah, she did a really nice job.
Yeah, that just help but make you smile. And here's Margaret Hawkins, and she said she was using some of her scraps.
Oh.
Or no, maybe it was something from dresses. I think a lot of it is Liberty fabric. It was It's all Liberty prints.
It's beautiful. You would never know it was done with scraps.
Yeah, she's done a beautiful job of this. I think she said she has enough to make another one.
Oh, wow. It's a very nice pattern, too.
Margaret's very talented. And look at this, how colorful this is. This is Betty Bond.
Yeah. Just the black and the bright colors is very striking.
It is. You know, I like the rectangle look to it,
too. Yeah, instead of always squares, it gives it a unique look. And here's another one from Betty, and this one's all blues, but just
look at the movement in that.
Oh yeah, so pretty. That one's very to me it looks like a challenge, but that's on my bucket list to do something like that where you get that secondary design in it.
Oh, there's Heidi Courage. She was in with her mom from British Columbia last week.
Oh, nice.
Good morning, Heidi. Look at this. Gladys did
Metro rings.
Metro rings with Christmas fabrics.
Yeah, she did a beautiful job.
And here's our Leanne. Now, which this was?
This was a pattern. Oh, I can't think of the name right now. But we had these fat quarters sitting on the table of all the little farm. There's little cows and barns, and she just fell in love with those fat quarters. So this is the quilt she made using those fat quarters, and just turned out very sweet.
Mm-hmm. And then look at Sylvia Mayberry. She was like, no, don't take my picture. But it's like, how can I not? Look at this adorable baby quilt with these elephants.
Those elephants are so fun. And even just the border around, just it's simple but so nice.
Yeah, and she did that with batiks. It's just the sweetest little baby quilt. She had Louise quilt that for her.
Nice.
And then we had a machine applique class.
Yes, Darlene taught a class last week. So here's 4 ladies sewing away. And here's finished products. So they made tea towels.
So we have Wendy on the left. Well, on my left. And then there's Karen Schultz.
And they did the little applique. They picked out the tea towel they wanted, and the kit was there. And yeah, they all learned how to.
There's Joanne Oldham and Sandra Singer. Yeah, so it was all pre-cut, pre-fused, so they could just concentrate on learning the technique.
Learning the stitches and
how to sort of manipulate your blanket stitch and get to know your machine and your blanket stitch. You know, and Darlene was saying, because some of the machines are all different on the way they actually stitch.
Okay.
There we are.
Yeah. I seen a question if there's more updates on classes.
We have our, I'm going to be checking with people to see if the 17th of September works better than the 3rd for the featherweight class. The first one on the 27th is full. We have a beginner class starting again October 6th. And
the t-shirt quilt was
September 15th, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to look. Yeah, sorry, I should have been more prepared for that.
That's okay. Yeah. Someone, Lorna says your classroom is nice and bright. We really like our space for the classroom.
Yeah, and I like that this one's carpeted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just is warmer and cooler. And
yeah,
and having a bathroom down here. And
yeah.
not having to have people run upstairs makes a difference.
And even just the entrance that we can help you carry your machine and come straight down. And where are the winners of Hop and Shop posted?
You know, it would be on the Shop Hop website, and it should be under the July Shop Hop Facebook page too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I wonder
right.
who won. I meant to look that up too. So I'm glad you reminded me, Wanda. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Now, drum roll.
Door prizes. Ready to...
Okay, Karen, who do we have? What's our first winner?
Winnie Fred.
Okay,
Fred.
Winnie
Okay.
Fred. Okay, that's
So
Suzanne.
Oh, nice.
That's Suzanne in Windsor.
So there's the Steady Betty and the little notepad for Winifred. Stuart Brown. So that's for the little 100 tips book.
So that's Pam.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I think she
Nice.
uses her husband's name on that.
Andrea Percival.
Andrea with Fat Quarter. We will post the names on our Facebook page, and you can give us a call or email us. And yeah.
So thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah. Next week, Tammy will be back, and we'll be happy to have her.
Yeah.
And we all hope you have a great week.
Yes. So how do we shut off now?
I have to go around.
Oh, you have to go around? Okay. So Arlene's going to go around and shut us down for the week. And once again, thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you pop by the shop. Be sure to let us know if you're a watcher.